Hey, Lacey. Reading your comment, I get this very disconcerting feeling that you kind of missed the point of what I was saying, which is, that particular data doesn't prove anything one way or another. And, if you already, and as far as moving fence sitters, I mean, I guess if you're playing a numbers game, I suppose, but I just don't play that shit, you know what I mean? It's like, has it ever occurred to you that some people are comfortable on that fence? And, if they're already leaning one way or another, shaking that fence or pushing them is just going to push them to the side they're already leaning toward. So you're just as likely to push them over the other side as you are to pull them to your side. And all this, I don't know, it's just assertion of these people asserting that, I know there's a God, or I know there is no God. It's just so much chimpanzees flinging poo on each other, isn't it? So up on the fence it's much cleaner as well, as providing one with a better view, as long as you get good at ducking, which is why it pays to be able to lean either one way or another, depending on where the poo's coming from. So having said all that, I'm going to extend the metaphor. I remind you of an old saying: just because somebody hands you a pile of shit doesn't mean you have to take it. Just because all the other fucking chimps start throwing it doesn't mean you have to. In fact, I would advise you to just drop that shit, hoe yourself off, and come here with the rest of us. I mean, in my opinion, it is not only possible, probable, that the truth, big T, about reality is so subtle and complex that a question like, is there a God, is irrelevant in a lot of ways. It's like we're about to be eaten by a tiger, and instead of discussing our possible escape routes or ways to defend ourselves, we're arguing whether, does that tiger have hairs up its nose? And if so, how many? No, the tiger definitely does not have hairs, and the tigers don't have hairs in their nose. I think it does. I think it has a lot of hairs. Meanwhile, tiger's circling. Guys, I think there's a door that way. You might want to pick up that stick. Guys, no, we're talking about nostril hairs. Shut up. Yeah, let's get off the nostril hairs and, let's... In fact, I think the fence is the answer. It is. You'd be surprised, at how much people agree with you when you just approach them with common sense instead of trying to convince them of some kind of conceptual reality. Deal with perceptual, deal with people's eccentricities when it comes to their conceptual ideas of reality. You're just more likely to get shit done that way. I mean, some people, to get them to do the right thing, yeah, you got to appeal to their religious ideals. A lot of people just can't live a life where they feel like they're alone and it's all just a big meaningless coincidence. They would go nuts. They need to cling to this idea that there is somebody in charge and that doing the right thing does hold some kind of reward and afterlife. I mean, now, I will admit that, yeah, that's kind of sad, but who might have take that away from them? And if these ideas can be used to get them to do the right thing, then you know what? I'm a pragmatist. I'd rather get shit done than argue about why. So I hope that clarifies my point.